Heard of this? It's the drop.
Posture is just bad.
My posture is bad, man.
Yeah. Get yourself together.
I should have. Fuck. Where's my backpack?
Man, we here, man.
Where's my backpack at?
Episode 21, you know.
I was gonna say, dang, man.
We here, and so what's going on, everybody?
Episode 21. Fuck all that. Fuck all that soft drink, bro.
You know,
Episode 21. I'm your host, Khayri Lucien of the Drop Podcast.
Yeah, Reaves, coming at you. Get straight to it.
Yeah, let's just get right into it. The artist,
You know how we start off the show?
cutting me off and shit.
Y'all know what time it is. Shit.
The artist of the episode is Who Did It by Meka and ZaySuav. They just released this joint yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a good track. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
When I'm fresh in the game, Hall of Fame with a limited range. And I wonder why she think that I'm playing. One night, then I'm back on the plane. Air to it like my last name was James. Real hustle, always come with some pain. Scared of it, boy, this my everyday. I can't let this breathe. Whole whip smell like dro. Locked in plus my keys. Don't open no door. Keep the family close. It's all that I know. Every night matching me up with the pros. I can't complain, it's a life that I chose. Ayy, who did it?
Suave on it, so you know that they with it. 100 on me, would've thought it was printed. Money coming, but it's none of your business. Who in it? Plotting on me, so my windows is tinted. On myself, so it's fucking opinion. Yeah. Niggas talking like I don't got.
I thought you was harmonizing.
Yeah.
You wish you could sing, man.
I do wish I could sing.
Hey, leave a comment. Who would be the best R&B between him and I?
You gonna be sick when they say I'll be a better
I'll be
R&B.
sick. I'll be sick. That's an error.
You know that's my bag, bro. You're more boom bap.
If y'all see like Trey Songz videos, Joe, Genuine, that's the type of bag I would be.
You're
in.
more boom bap.
That's
you're
the
more
type of bag I'd be in if I was an artist.
rugged. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Bruh.
That was ZaySuav and Meka with Who Did It.
Working. They in the lab, they in the gym.
Respect.
Really putting that shit in. Yeah.
Respect it. Secure?
Yeah, man, watching Secure. Issa Rae, one of the one of the best at her craft, bro.
It's been so great watching Issa Rae's like grow.
Rise, yeah.
Yeah. I remember she started with like her YouTube videos and all that shit. But first breaking out and then getting all these kind of like accolades and stuff behind it. It was a cool story to watch. But Insecure is coming out with their
last season,
yeah.
Last season, that's pretty disappointing. But I mean, she's about to do bigger and better things. So.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Definitely. You watch the show or no?
I've watched the first season of it.
I've watched like 3. Guess they're announcing that Black Panther 2 is about to be put into the works, or it's coming. It might come to fruition. Do you think that's even a thing that should occur with Chadwick no longer being here? Rest in peace, Chadwick. You know. Howard.
I feel like if they could get it right, it would be monumental. But
What do you mean? What constitutes getting it right with Black Panther 2? He's not.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, he can't.
Nobody
can
really
artificial
trying to get him into the film for like one scene or a couple of scenes.
For real? Oh yeah. Isn't that what they did with Paul Walker with the Fast and Furious joints?
I'm cool.
I think I'm cool off
just
of one.
Keep the. I get there's a lot of money on the line, a lot of things that it could be monumental, like you said, but I don't even see a reason to.
Whole time, this is our first episode. What, Black History Month, ain't it? This is the first episode of Black History Month.
Yeah, we shouldn't even have that.
I was gonna say we're gonna have to spin around that topic again. We talked about it in earlier episodes, but like, what are your thoughts? Just go ahead and give them some. What are your thoughts on Black History Month? Because I've been told that some people, when I explain kind of how I feel about Black History Month and how I think it's something that's just redundant. I think, people was like, "Oh, you a coon or something? What's going on?" Like they got us. I'm like,
what, man?
Nah, for real.
You on the side with me of like not having?
I think that is redundant. Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't need a month. It's just history.
Because we get taught the same people within that month: Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, George Washington Carver, like those, Harry Tubman, those few, and then we don't really know.
Yeah, and
everybody else. Rahul had an interesting idea: give at least many days throughout the year to one black person that has been monumental.
Yeah, just like little things. There's monumental people that I see every day. Black people that I see every day.
Not just the main. We appreciate the main ones, but
of course. And it's not even to say that Black History Month is like bad or something for the community. I just feel like it's almost time to the community. I feel like it's just almost time to take the next step forward. You know what I'm saying? Like
especially with the time right now, with Black Lives Matter, everything. It's a perfect time to because first of all, they have to restructure the history books in classes and
for sure
elementary, high school, and stuff like that because it hasn't been told right to us growing up.
It's something that's is necessary, but yeah, just like I just feel like it's redundant. Time to take the step forward.
It's time to take a step forward. We don't need that, man. You know, we don't need that. Jeff Bezos, that's some big information. I mean, he stepped down as CEO from Amazon. Thoughts? What's your thoughts?
I feel like that was just a huge kind of thing to realize when I read it, because it's like this is the person that's
far from the thing you most expected.
Far from. Like, this was just so, like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Not even on some, like, why is this happening? What's going on? But just really, like, richest man in the world, right? Either him or...
Bro, 185 billion.
That's crazy.
But, I mean, I don't even know what he... Cause I heard he doesn't like to do meetings and stuff like that.
I mean...
He keeps his stuff real simple.
I've never heard any like interviews or nothing with him.
No,
like I've never heard
guest speaker and shit
and
vibes.
Half of that too.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't really see him much out in the media besides pictures. He's really like a Monopoly man type of thing.
He is. You don't ever hear him like give big interviews. Like
yeah,
Kimmel. Like Bezos ain't going to Kimmel.
Right, like he's really about his business. So.
Oh shit, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the homie. Rest in peace. Coming out with the Marathon mixtape visual album this weekend. Damn, bro. First of all, it's about to be 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Damn. 3 years.
Bro. That's crazy. So, I think one of their... I mean, people are speculating because of Nipsey's, like, camp that it would be, like, this type of visual representation. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be like some trash stuff, because you hear a lot of posthumous albums and they're trash. Mm-hmm. So we gonna see what's up with this.
Yeah, you said this weekend.
Yeah.
And where's it showing on?
I think it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like as of recently, I've been listening to a lot more Nipsey Hussle, even on my own, just and like Jay Stone.
Yeah,
people,
for sure.
You know, like his whole camp, like how
Shout
you were
out
saying.
Jay Stone.
They were all talk that shit, bro. They be getting their shit off.
They be on that real shit, bro.
Yeah,
that's why I respect.
So I very much respect it.
All that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, with his brother too. Everything.
Yeah, that shit. I'm sure it'll be as great as it can be.
Everything. Finally showing off the test today. You heard.
And you see, my man's is in the essential white tee now. You know what I'm saying? Keep about 4 on them, you know what I mean?
Shea buttered up. I'm shiny for y'all today.
That's hilarious. Did you watch the the Malcolm and Marie joint?
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Nah. Twitter is going crazy. Black Twitter is going crazy. Zendaya and John David Washington. I've watched a couple Black Klansmen he's been in, and I think it was some other movie too. John David Washington has done a good job of separating himself from his dad, even though his dad's so
for sure
legendary.
For sure.
So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing. And then Zendaya, like
Yeah, I agree. I feel like
we know what she brings to the table.
To your first part about John David Washington, a lot of people, I can only imagine for him, like, having his father be Denzel. Like, I can only imagine how everybody calling him or just looking at him and seeing his dad could have been.
There was a Breakfast Club interview with him. They're asking him about his dad, like, most of the time.
For real?
Everybody in the comments like, stop asking about his dad. It was
Yeah, that's probably crazy. It's like he's his whole person.
Yeah.
So I'm sure.
Yeah. He played football too at some HBCU. Shout out to Black Lives Matter movement and Stacey Abrams for getting nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Mm-hmm. That's huge.
They've done outstanding.
That's outstanding.
First of all, with Stacey, she's done outstanding work with the whole Georgia voting. Just putting black people on top, having black women look good in that light. HBCU price went up. You know, I think she definitely is deserving of it at all. You know?
For sure. You see, I feel like Stacey Abrams is a perfect example of a person who should just get their own day for nothing. Like, throughout the year, Stacey Abrams has been putting on
she's not done either.
Crazy work since like October, September. She's
way before that.
I mean, way before. But
like,
I'm
where
saying,
it's like shown,
where shit has been visibly like, oh, you're like you're a hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody that should be celebrated throughout the whole. And she is, of course, just going all the way back to Black History Month and everything. But
I'm gonna give her a follow, man.
For sure, yeah, no, like, that's a very hard working for the black community and for real
community. What you though?
And to get what do you
think about the Black Lives Matter movement getting nominated?
At first, I was
the whole movement.
Yeah, at first I was kind of like,
they doing this as
like,
a token
okay,
thing.
yeah, like, okay, like, thanks type of shit. But I feel like the fact that it's a Nobel Peace Prize rather than some kind of like award or some. Not saying that the Nobel Peace Prize is an award, but like an American only award, or, you know, they got whatever, an Oscar, Grammy, whatever. I feel like since it's on such a world-class scale, it kind of will set the tone. Like, it'll really put a lot of eyes on it. The fact that Stacey Abrams and Black Lives Matter, the movement, was happening in America, the most powerful country in the world, supposedly, shows that we're just so far behind on the world scale to everybody.
Yeah.
So, I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah, it was definitely threw me for a loop when I first.
Definitely.
But after doing some research, have some time to take it in. I'm with you. A lot of shit going on.
And you see a lot of people been trying to. I feel like now, since shit is starting to get like less strict.
Because everybody was in DC today.
People are starting to fall back in their ways. Like, there was one thing that I was
Pressure's
seeing.
not applied, bro.
There was one thing I was seeing, even just like throughout the country, because I was seeing on Twitter. You seen the LeBron Karen? Like, I remember.
You said LeBron Karen. Yeah,
is that what?
I don't know her name. But
LeBron's Karen.
Called her a Karen.
Like, pretty much what she did was like cussing out LeBron or saying that she was gonna fight him or some shit because he was.
And it started with her husband.
It started with like
years
her
old.
husband
she's
or some
25.
shit. Millionaire husband or
of
something.
Course,
Like, it's funny because before we started talking about, you know, like LeBron or the NBA starting back up and they was in the bubble and everything, we was talking about, like, look at how good of a game we're watching now that there's no fans in the bubble. It's literally just them hooping. Just,
you like it better than the bubble?
you said what?
Did you like the bubble experience at all? Like how it went?
Yeah, I like the bubble. I love the bubble experience. The way that it went and everything. I felt like the competition was up more. Like, it was just better basketball for me to watch. I didn't have to. They just looked more like in their zone type of thing.
Right.
So it's showing them that, like, okay, we could play without having to worry about no fans, no crowds, no type of home advantage outside. Like, it's damn near street ball on the court. I feel like to introduce them to that, and now you're bringing in
do it this way.
Yeah, now you're bringing in a limited amount of people can come sit courtside, and
right.
When y'all just start, the first Karen that come through is talking about she gonna fight LeBron and saying LeBron called her a bitch and shit. Because it's like, you're talking to LeBron James, bro.
She
like,
got her little 15 minutes.
Yeah,
bro.
like
she
you at the end of the day, you like, come on now.
She wanted her to get that moment though. She started recording as soon as
LeBron.
for
sure.
You saw the video of him like.
And her
and
looking in her what's it called, camera and shit, like, LeBron just whatever call me.
That's one thing I hate about this generation. Everybody's so quick to have their cameras out and like at like concerts, everybody got their phone out. Nigga, just enjoy the moment, bro.
Just enjoy it.
You know. Quick off the NBA bubble, did you think the Lakers, since they won it, had an asterisk besides their name because it wasn't as hard, or was it harder?
I think it was harder.
Harder?
I think it was harder. You
so.
got to think of all the things they went through. One, everybody's playing their top tier basketball, or trying to at the least. You know what I mean? Two, you're away from your family, all that. So that's mental stress and emotion. That's three. You're just like, if you can't even like have no outsiders come in type of shit. That was for what? How many months? That shit was a whole damn near a whole season.
Damn near a whole season.
Damn near a whole season.
Yeah.
And they were secluded out there, and you know they had that perfect record. Can you imagine the one person that fucks that up for them?
Yeah.
Like, so nobody was probably.
A lot of players talking about mental health, like
they were in a bubble for real. They were living in their own
first
world.
couple months, family couldn't come, nothing.
Living in their own world and hooping. Yeah. That was probably their only outlet type.
I mean, on top of that, all the restrictions. I mean, COVID was huge, and Black Lives Matter. Like,
it was a lot
deeply for that.
For all that, and for them to be in there for the entertainment. I think they showed out. So, no, I don't think there's no asterisks behind it.
Do you think we'll get off this. We're not a sports podcast, but they're talking about having an all-star game in Atlanta. Do you think that's smart with COVID to bring everybody together for an all-star weekend and shit?
I don't think so. Especially in Atlanta, bro.
That's best city, bro.
Good city. Shout out to everybody from ATL. But
so where you finna live, bro? Tell them. An announcement.
Now the moving video.
Hey, we're moving it. Joe Budden Patreon, man. That nigga's moving. He's moving. Did you watch the clip?
I did. I watched it. Was it part of the episode?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, I did.
Give it to me. What do you think?
I feel like.
Why did he do it? Is it just a title? The creator equity, whatever.
Oh, you talking about him working there or taking the podcast over there?
Both.
Or both. Okay. Shout out to Joe for getting that.
Joe, you already know it's love. We should give so much praise on here.
A lot of love. Shout out to him for getting that the title, because that's dope.
Yes.
Getting that joint from Patreon, that was fire. I was happy to hear that. But to move some like extra content or something onto Patreon, I was trying to hear what he was trying to say about it. You know, like having your shit out on YouTube or whatever. But I feel like it's taken away from
the true essence of
it's taken away from the true like reasoning behind the pod. You know what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know if I say, this is therapeutic and outlet, like I do this to try to.
Now it's feeling like a business.
Now it's going into more.
We know it's business, but don't show us too much that it's business. I saw a lot of people in the comments talking about like, I'm out of here now. Like, I'm not watching the pod anymore. I was like, damn.
I mean, you have to think about it from, I guess, Joe's side, Joe and them side, because
100%.
It's like
they're like no deal. Niggas in the comments, no deals must have came. Y'all taking.
Nah, because he was even saying like, I guess they kind of have a character, you know, or maybe it was Roy or somebody was saying how, you know, in the Patreon we can say like the real shit off type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you're slipping into character territory. Like, gotta get at. That's why I'm thinking I don't know how that Patreon joint will.
I mean, I've seen a lot of YouTubers use it. They I guess to get your content a couple of days earlier before. So, do you know if they're still releasing on YouTube or strictly Patreon? Do you know?
It sounded like they was gonna be releasing on YouTube still.
Okay.
And then there's an extra episode. I guess they're kind of just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Whatever is in there. But if what you're showing on the Patreon, or if what they're showing on the Patreon and what they're showing on YouTube, if one is real and then the other is still real, but like not, you know what I'm saying? Like not from my soul type of thing. I wonder if it'll translate.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll translate.
Do you think a lot of people will transfer? I mean, a lot of those fans will transfer from here to Patreon. Will follow.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You gonna?
It's gonna be hard. We gonna see, bro.
We gonna see, right? Like,
I mean, and then he said he still owns 100% of it. And do you think that title he got? I think he was creator of.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think it was just a title? Head creator of equity. I don't even know what that means.
Head creator of equity. The way he was making it sounded like, you know, it's just a title on.
So you think it's just a title?
I don't think it's the way he was making it sound was like if he was just given a whole bunch of control over, like, creatively whatever, maybe to get like brands or better deals. I don't know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But essentially, if it's just him being able to go in there and like innovate through the game, because he really does try to like innovate through the shit that he talks through and stuff.
Mogul, man.
Yeah, for sure. So
I ain't following it. I'm just questioning, you know, why they did it. We're gonna see how it unfolds.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Oh yeah, if he's innovating, now he has what was he saying? Like that joint is valued at like $1 billion or something.
Oh yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon is huge.
I know.
So now that he has that behind his drive, I'm sure he'll do great things.
He gonna be great, man.
Yeah. I was on Instagram and I seen they was making Chloe cry, bro. Like she was giving off her, I don't know, she was just like talking about how people are like talking shit about her or whatever for it was really like crying and shit. I was like disappointed in people. I'm like, you see what we focusing too much on shit that really
don't matter.
Like what the fuck, yo. You heard about there's this little 9-year-old girl who got like tased by police or some shit.
That was a couple days ago. Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you making Chloe cry for her when there's some shit like when I was listening to it, it's just like if people are judging you constantly for just being or doing you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like
definitely reach a breaking point with that type of stuff.
For sure.
I mean, we don't know what that's like, what they got to deal with on a consistent basis. So.
That's crazy.
I mean, I ain't mad at people, you know, letting their emotions out.
Yeah, not at all. I feel like now more than ever, people should understand and be more compassionate about how.
I agree.
How the emotions, for the small things, how it could really affect your mentality.
Yeah. Salento. That's the name there, right? The nigga who did the name, bruh.
Do it again. Let me see. Yeah, respect it, bro. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Going to jail. He murdered his cousin, bro.
Damn.
These rappers, man.
That's
not these rappers, but
I heard
some of these rappers who just. What are you doing, bro?
I think I was seeing that said he had like a mental illness or had some kind of mental.
He did?
That's what I was hearing. not what I was hearing, but like from what I was seeing on Twitter and stuff, is that he at least claimed that he had a mental illness. I don't know, but yeah, that's when I read that shit. I was like, that's crazy. That was what, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
So long, yeah.
Right.
No, I'm just tired of certain rappers putting themselves in these situations. I mean, if he does have mental illness, that needs to be addressed, and not. I mean, actually needs help when he goes into prison, not just throw him into a cage, just have him live out his days like that. It has to be addressed if that's really the case. Then.
Yeah, that shit is a crazy story. And prison be messing some of these rappers up, bro. You seen Kodak just, I think, got released.
Oh yeah.
And you see I've seen him on Twitter a couple times.
I haven't seen what he looked like.
He looks different.
He do?
He does. I don't know if I'm the only person that noticed, but he looks like unhappy in every video thing, like traumatized almost. You know what I mean? Like every video, I haven't seen him smile since he's been out.
Nah.
Gucci came out with a smile. I haven't seen him even like crack a joke, laugh, nothing since I've seen him around on Twitter.
I mean, how long did he do that? A long time. Man.
But remember, he was saying like they were fucking him up in there. Remember, he would tweet. He would tweet like, or either tweet or send out Instagram posts like, "Yo, they mistreat me in here." I think he was saying he's like was fighting some heavy depression or something in there. Like they were fucking him up. I think it was like the officers too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he got a big name. A lot of people in there probably don't respect him.
I feel like that's
not how it should go, but that's probably what happened.
I think that kind of shows how our prison system is set up.
It's corrupt, bro.
It's more than like that shit is crazy. The fact that it was CIs, like correction, the fact that it was like officers that was the one giving him depression and stuff, not like how you would think, oh, you know, inmates was fucking with him because he's Kodak Black. It was the officers that were actually, and the system behind it. I feel like that's something that has to be addressed, and just in America, because that's still just representative.
Perfect time to do it right now. Everything going on.
That's exactly like, it's the perfect representation of what it is for just black men in general. Black people in general going into the prison system. The way that he came out is crazy.
We just wanted to be fair. If a white person does a crime and a black person does a crime, they should go to jail the same time.
Right.
Too many times you see someone do the same crime. Years is crazy.
Disgusting, bro.
Like, bro,
disgusting, yo.
You can't make this shit up.
It'll be... I'm trying to remember what the statistic was. Somebody please check up on the statistic. But it'll be shit where I see a white woman will get like 2 months. Black women get like 5 years. For some slight... I think... What's her name? Laughlin, whatever. We talked about her before. Yeah, she was... That might have been from her. Like, she got 2 months off of... for shit or something. That same crime done at a smaller time where the black woman was like 5 years or something crazy. And you know, it's also, there's just so much shit fucked up, bro. There's just so much stuff messed up. But because there's showed that it's like colorism behind it too. The darker your skin color is, on average, the more time they'll give you. Any jury, no matter your sex, no matter whatever. It's just so I think all of the prison system has to be, you know what I mean,
done away with.
Maybe not done away with, but at least remodeled. You know what I mean?
We say we want to tear the system down with the police force. What do you think needs to be done to completely tear down the system and then build it back up with the regards into everything, police force, government? What do you give me some pillars of what you think needs to be done?
In regards to the police force and what else?
I mean, you can do government or just focus on police, but I want to know specifically with the police for right now.
I feel like it's almost.
What's the only way the system will change?
If at all, the only way it could change is it would have to start high in politics. Like that would have to be like Kamala driving that change and be like, okay, no, like first we would have to recognize that there's a problem in it.
You don't think we recognize that?
I think
now?
we've recognized it, but I don't think
the world hasn't recognized still with everything going on.
I would hope not, and it's still little black girls are getting tased by police officers. I would hope they haven't.
I'm saying good amount. Y'all should by now. I mean,
I would hope that they don't think that the police system isn't messed up, trash. The whole system is messed up and trash. How we go about changing that? First step is to acknowledge it to everybody. Like, on this police force, like the chiefs or whatever, be like, listen, this is where we mess up, and this is where we really have to. Yeah, I feel like it has to start with people acknowledging it, in the small places, within yourself. You need to, as a police officer, so
it starts all the way with the self.
Yeah, you need to be able to be like, okay, I make mistakes in these areas, and that's not okay. I'm part of the problem. You won't be able to even start that change without knowing that you're part of the problem.
I think a simple fix for right now, because I don't know if enough of those people have within the self to change. So simple fix would just be to place cops that are from those communities as the people who police those areas. Keep people that grow up in, whether it be Baltimore, Detroit, Compton, like have black people that want to become cops, or if we guide them to want to become cops, they man those areas. That's what gangs started from. Like they were meant to protect the communities and neighborhoods and stuff like that. Maybe if we get back to that way of thinking, we'll be straight. So for temporarily, but
I feel that.
Right.
No, that's a good idea. I guess I never.
How do you really simple, bro?
How do you?
I mean, I know there's a lot of coons on shit, but that could be simple.
How do you think that would affect, like, bring like more comfort to the civilians?
I think if it was me, I think I would feel more comfort, and I think it would for them too.
You don't think? Do you think it would be like a comfort and a respect type of thing, or is it just like, oh, it's Garrett? Like Garrett's not going.
No, and respect.
Respect it.
If you go to protect and serve and do your actual job, I think that's a good temporary fix for right now. Because I mean, it's gonna be generations for a lot of people can see it within themselves to just be a good human.
You think it's gonna be I feel like
we've been talking about this, bro.
We're
gonna be gone.
I know.
It's a wrap.
I'm still on the
optimistic, nigga.
I'm still on the optimistic side. Nah, we gonna have to.
Oh, shit.
We have to, man.
Yeah,
History can't repeat. But yeah, I think it all stems. All that is just the way that it all ties into each other is crazy. Because if you even just change up the police, the way that the policing goes, and things such as like prisons and how these private prisons are ran and operated to really keep everybody down and just eat off of everybody black. You know what I'm saying? It just ties in so perfectly. Similar with everything else, you know what I mean? Like, but nah, because it's upsetting to think about, because it's like, just like what you were saying, it's simple fixes that seem so simple that maybe that's why we don't do it. Like, you would think that it would be people from that neighborhood policing those neighborhoods. You would think it would be the people that are from the state, at least at those state prisons.
Right.
Just things like that could just simple fix. Yeah. And it doesn't even take away from anything. You know what I mean? Like, we're not saying nobody should go to if they do a crime, they don't have to do any time. No, like, still go to jail. And not saying that shit is unnecessary. We could get into that in a whole different episode, but just treat a person like, I don't know, just treat him like a human being or something. Fix it. All right, some new
What's up,
music.
everybody?
Episode 21.
Nah, new music, nigga. What's popping in these streets, bro? Who did it? Meka, ZaySuav, artist of that. You get it, man.
Yeah, you nigga said you get stupid. I'm thinking there wasn't really much that came out this past week.
Nothing
I know
crazy.
Cardi B just dropped some.
Yeah, you listen?
I did. You had to give her a listen. I feel like anybody that say they don't listen.
Cardi's one of the goats, man.
Yeah, and the female rap, and in just the rap industry for real.
Yeah.
And what she does for the image and everything. And people have been saying that it kind of went up. I forgot what the joint is called. I think it was called Up.
It dropped recently?
I think it dropped
just
today or yesterday or some music video or something. But
Gotcha.
I was seeing people on Twitter and shit talking about how it's just as good as, like, you remember when she made like that Bodak shit?
That was 2018, yeah.
It blew up though, so
Yeah. Ballads, Jid and Conway. Conway been on his shit, bro, for the past since 2020 really started. Griselda, that whole camp, doing anything. Jid, part of Dreamville, you know.
Jid has had a great 2022. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dropped a bunch of just singles, but
not remixes, features and shit. Like, Jid's become one of
you
my...
know Spillage Village?
No, I don't.
It's part of a rap group. He's part of a Fire. That'll put you on.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jid is slowly starting to become one of my more higher tier artists. Yeah, that I listen to or I catch myself listening to.
For sure. Bryson Tiller, that nigga said he coming out with an album called Serenity. He's having 3 volumes to it. Pop, R&B, and rap. I'm excited. We're about to see. It's probably about to be like a Chris Brown type, where it's like Chris dropped like 45 songs. Like it's gonna be those amount and 3 discs and shit.
You think it's gonna be that much in between 3 discs?
Maybe like 10, 12 each joint. Maybe.
Okay. I'm thinking it's gonna
3
be
volumes.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm thinking, you know how Drake had his Scorpio joint was like R&B.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't
and
too
you know
crazy.
some other
Yeah.
disc and should be having.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be
other
Chris
tracks.
Brown, but it would be like maybe 30.
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of
That's a lot
I don't like
for
listening
even
to
that.
one artist that
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
If it was just all like 5 on each volume.
But it's different
you think?
flows, so we'll see. Because pop, R&B, and
Yeah.
rap. We'll see.
And that's one thing I feel like an artist hasn't really been on yet. Drop it out like that. You know, you usually see 2-sided disc or
A
whatever.
lot of people can't do all 3. Yeah. Lastly, Freddie Gibbs and Schoolboy Q dropped the money. Dropped a song called GS, Fire Strike. Yeah, I know you listen to it. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Freddie Gibbs been on the shit, about to come back this year. Come back stronger. You already know what the vibes with Freddie, bro.
All right.
Let's get into the dropping knowledge, man. What question you got?
Read this.
Ask me the question, bro.
One more time, bro. One more
what's
time.
the dropping knowledge?
What event changed the trajectory of your life and how?
Man.
That's a deep
So
one,
many
bro.
options, bro. But really, I would say just coming to Howard right out of high school.
Hey, bro. Damn, bro. That shit was crazy.
Bro,
that shit
changed my life.
Hey.
Oh, nah, but you know,
What you got?
just being surrounded by black excellence has made me to a better man. Surrounded by a bunch of friends, you know, could go on. Top notch education. I don't know what I'd be doing if I went to PWI, something like that. And it really teaches you about, you know, about being black and what it means to. I know my love for being black has grown ever since I've been at Howard too. So, probably that, bro. Because got a lot of things going. A lot of things to look forward to. This 4 years has gone by quick, but you know, good chapter. I'm always Homecomings is lit. Everything. Well, maybe too well-rounded man. So definitely committing to Howard.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like mine is the one moment that I can always like remember back to or whatever that I feel like really changed the trajectory of my life was I used to go to this camp or something, and when I was younger, probably like 13, 14, but pretty much long story short, because it is a long story, just gifted this kid with just a little, I think it was a bucket hat or some shit. That was around the time when Schoolboy Q came out and shit. So everybody was so you talking about he liked my hat, whatever.
Yeah.
Gave him that hat. Coming to find out, like the kid was homeless and was sleeping on the ground and shit. Him and his mom and it was going like house to house type
That's
of
heavy,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, like, and I think he just lost his hat from his brother who's out work, something crazy. And I,
God damn.
yeah, and I was just like, small acts of kindness could be the joints that do it. You know what I mean? Like, just I know the hat was like $2 off Amazon type shit.
Probably made his whole day, bro.
Made his whole, like, he was talking about it for a minute after that.
Not even a day, but just
Yeah, like made his exactly.
forever, yeah.
And what's it called?
Shout out to you, King.
For sure, like just that.
For
shit.
sure.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the kid.
Nigga nuts.
I thought you were talking about the kid. Comedy style, comedy. Shout out to the kid. For sure.
Nigga, what?
But yeah, you know,
Oh.
just shows that you could do little stuff and change the trajectory of somebody's whole thing.
Change the world, bro.
Change the world with the little things.
Let's get into creative of the episode, man. We got a special guest.
Should we call him in here, man?
Yeah, we calling him in. Come here, Snoop.
Hey, come on, Snoop.
Hey,
Come on,
man.
bro. Come on, get up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Come here. Come right here.
I don't know. You gonna have to keep on scooping.
Oh, shit.
All right, go ahead, bro. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your brand.
Man,
What's the brand, man?
What's the brand called?
It's called Lion Strikes. It's a multifaceted design company. We design jackets, anything between jackets, interior design for private jets, interior for
private
cars.
jets?
We just try to keep it as luxury as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the business is about. Really
Respect.
enhancing the product. You know,
How long you been going at it?
probably since 2017.
And it's you and who?
My man's Tassine. He's the creator of it. He's the artist behind it all.
What's your
Yeah, so
involvement?
you like more business type thing?
Business.
Yeah, I'm like the business guy. I'm like basically I manage him.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get him into like different spaces where we could show his his true artistry.
Showing it
I
off.
feel that.
Yeah,
I've seen some, like, he be doing the trench coats and all that.
Yeah,
like,
the trench
Yeah, them
coats.
joints.
That shit was. I was like,
Yeah,
When you said that, it was like drawn on or something, right? Like
yeah, no, he draws it. It's all hand
Yeah,
painted.
that's crazy.
all.
Bro.
Everything. Yeah, we can hand paint it and then we digitalize it. Put it on certain things. So
Yeah, that's
Are y'all still doing clothes or no?
nah, we got out like the whole like clothing thing. So we're just trying to like stick to like but we do like the jackets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But in terms of like clothing, nah, we're not doing like sweatshirts and like stuff, t-shirts.
Speak on why you're not even entering that clothing game no more.
I mean, it's just like I feel like it's a really like saturated market.
Yeah.
So like we just want to like really like expound on like a different
Shit
way.
that's not even tapped into.
Yeah,
yet.
like like private jet interiors.
That's-
I feel like that's like
Nobody even thinking about
That's
that.
fire.
So like,
That's
like
cool.
I didn't even think about that.
That's
What?
fire.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we just trying to deal with like some untapped markets and like build our network in those spaces.
Word,
Respect it, bro.
Where can they find
Respect
you
it.
at, bro?
So you can follow us on Instagram at Linestrax,
Yeah.
LINESTRAX. And,
Where can they find you at?
They can find me on Instagram at Chase Manhattan.
Yes.
We gonna plug this
Yes,
shit at the
sir,
bottom.
yes,
Bro.
sir.
CHAYCE.Manhattan. So
Say less. We gonna put them in the description.
Hey, Snoop.
Appreciate
Appreciate
you,
you, bro.
yeah, that's it.
Appreciate you.
That's it.
I appreciate
Cool.
it.
About to be done.
Cool.
Good looks, man. Good looks. That was your creative, man. You know, so that's our guy. Check that out. Shit gonna be in the description. All that, episode 21.
Check them all out.
We here, man. Toast it up. What's up?
Hey.
All right.
Good one. Good one in the books, man. Good one in the books.
Episode 21.